Hi Aquarius, this is going to be your manifestation reading. Basically anything that wants to come through will come through. This reading is based off of Abraham Hicks, which is law of attraction. If you don't know what that's all about, I would definitely recommend YouTubing it or Googling it. So we're just going to see whatever wants to come through will come through in regards to you and manifesting, okay? One card, please. Whether it seems like it or not, you are all working toward the same ultimate goal of joy. You are just approaching things in different ways, and all of it is working. We are all working toward the same goal, joy. Many of the relationships or experiences you have attracted, you would not have deliberately attracted if you had been doing it on purpose. But much of your attraction is not done by deliberate intent, but rather by default. It is important to understand that you get what you think about, whether you want it or not, and chronic thoughts about unwanted things invite or ask for matching experiences. The law of attraction makes it so. By default, I could have attracted unwanted relationships. Oof, yeah. Unfortunately so. If I could turn back time. If I could find a way. Begin telling the story of your desire and then add to it the details of the positive aspects that you can find that match those desires, and then embellish your positive expectations by speculating with your good feeling, wouldn't it be nice if... Examples. You can say things like, only good things come to me, and I'll figure it out as I go along. Every time you tell your better feeling story, you will feel better, and the details of your life will improve. The better it gets, the better it gets. 38. The better my story gets, the better my life gets. Okay, wow. Like learning to understand the basics of mathematics and then having the successful experience of understanding the results of their applications. Once you have a formula for understanding your world that is always consistent, it will yield consistent results to you. A consistent formula gives me consistent results. 8. 8. I circulate shared resources, sex, death, letting go, regeneration, other people's money, sharing. Okay. The Lovers, Page of Swords in reverse. All right, the power of your subconscious mind. Wait. You avoid all conflict between your desires and imagination by entering into a drowsy, sleepy state, which brings all effort to a minimum. The conscious mind is submerged to a great extent when in a sleepy state. The best time to impregnate your subconscious is prior to sleep. The reason for this is that the highest degree of outcropping of the subconscious occurs prior to sleep and just after we awaken. In this state, the negative thoughts and imagery, which tend to neutralize your desire and so prevent acceptance by your subconscious mind, no longer present themselves. When you imagine the reality of the fulfilled desire and feel the thrill of accomplishment, your subconscious brings about the realization of your desire. A great many people solve all their dilemmas, their problems by the play of their controlled, directed, and disciplined imagination, knowing that whatever they imagine and feel as true will and must come to pass. The following will clearly illustrate how a young girl overcame the conflict between her desire and her imagination. She desired a harmonious wait, did I say that right? Harmonious solution to her legal problem. Yet her mental imagery was constantly on failure, loss, bankruptcy, and poverty. It was a complicated lawsuit, and there was one postponement after another with no solution in sight. At my suggestion, she got into a sleepy, drowsy state each night prior to sleep, and she began to imagine the happy ending, feeling it to the best of her ability. She knew that the image in her mind had to agree with her heart's desire. Prior to sleep, she began to dramatize as vividly as possible, her lawyer having an animated discussion with her regarding the outcome. She would ask him questions, and he would answer her appropriately. He would say to her over and over again, "There has been a perfect, harmonious solution. The case has been settled out of court." During the day, when fear thoughts came into her mind, she would run her mental movie with gestures, voice, and sound equipment. She could easily imagine the sound of his voice, smile, and mannerism. She ran this mental picture so often it became a subjective pattern, a regular train track. At the end of a few weeks, her attorney called her and confirmed objectively what she had been imagining and feeling as true subjectively. This is really what the palmist meant when he wrote, "Let the words of my mouth, your thoughts, mental images, good, and the meditations of my heart, your feeling, nature, emotion, be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, the law of your subconscious mind, my strength and my redeemer, the power and wisdom of your subconscious mind can redeem you from sickness, bondage, and misery." Ideas worth recalling. All right. I'm not going to go through all that, but oh God. The feeling of a pure desire feels good to you. Unfortunately, many people think that the uncomfortable feeling of wanting something they do not expect to experience is what the feeling of desire is. They no longer recognize the feeling of pure desire as that fresh, eager feeling of expectancy that they knew when they were younger. The feeling of pure desire is always delicious, as it represents the vibrations that are stretched out before you into your unseen future, preparing the way for the law of attraction to match things up on your behalf. The value in recognizing your emotions and then consciously working to offer thoughts in order to deliberately produce better feeling emotions is truly what deliberate creation is. It is also what the art of allowing is all about. The art of allowing. I love it. Okay. So we got the Lovers, Page of Swords. A consistent formula gives me consistent results. The better my story gets, the better my life gets. We're all working toward the same goal, joy. By default, I could have attracted unwanted relationships. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm seeing a tree. And they're zooming into like what's in front of the tree. I feel like it's a lion. A lion in the path of light, and on the sides are dark. And the lion turns into, I feel like it's a woman. A woman with a lot of people popping in, popping out, popping in, popping out, popping in, popping out. Weird, but whatever. Something's happening in the background. I'm seeing a hand hold. What is this person holding? I can't make it out. A phone? It's not it's like part of a phone. I don't know. It's definitely a message within itself. I don't like the energy of it. I'm getting a feminine energy. I'm getting a cryptic message. I'm getting a female pretending to be a male. I'm seeing a bridge. Wait, hold on one second. Here was the tree. By default, I could have attracted... Oh, shit. I see. Okay, so... By default, I could have attracted unwanted relationships. A consistent formula gives me consistent results. So this person, the better my story gets, the better my life gets. That's symbolic of them having a story. It's a cryptic message that's coming through. So the Page of Swords is the stalker card of tarot. It's somebody that's stalking, okay? But here's the thing. They're coming through as pretending to be somebody else. It's a female that's going to pretend to be a male. That's why it's coming in reverse. A message. A consistent formula gives me consistent results. We are all working toward the same goal, joy. Whether it seems like it or not, you are all working toward the same ultimate goal. You're just approaching things in different ways, and all of it is working. What the fuck? Oh, God. Okay, so this is just like that spiritual reminder, you know, to try to like excuse people for shitty behavior, you know, which is, it is the truth, you know, like even shitty people are really working towards this. It's just, you know, they can't help who they are. 8th house, what did I say? Sex, death, letting go, regeneration, other people's money, sharing. 8, I circulate, shared resources. That's Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy is all about mystery, cryptic messages, because Scorpios don't trust. Sorry, Scorpios. Like learning to understand the basics of mathematics and then having the successful experience of understanding the results of their applications. Once you have a formula for understanding the world that is always consistent and will yield consistent results to you. Oh, you son of a bitch. There was a bridge. They're gonna pretend, because I saw them, the lovers. They're gonna pretend. Hold on one second. Yeah. Okay, that's why the bridge is there. And it's like a bunch of light, but it's like a bunch of fake light. So they're going to pretend like they want to collaborate with you or something like that. I feel like they're going to talk about things that you're interested in and like try to use that to their advantage. But really, I'm seeing them with a fucking sword and stabbing you in the back. Oh my God. Holy shit. This is what amazes me about people in cryptic messages these days. It's like, so cryptic messages, for those of you who have been lucky enough not to experience this stupid shit, it's basically when somebody, you know, hits you up pretending to be somebody else because they don't have the balls to admit who they are. And it amazes me because it's like, isn't that the one place you have to have the balls? Behind a fucking cell phone? Behind a keyboard? It's the one place you can actually be you and have the balls. But when you have that Scorpio energy, which is also Saturn, karmic lessons, the notes, the pen, it's like, you know, there will be a lesson within that. I mean, not for you, you're getting the heads up if this is your energy or not, but I don't know, people like to play, I guess. It's literally the one place to have balls is behind a cell phone. How do you not have the balls? I don't understand people. You got to pretend to be somebody else. What? That's like literally the one time to have the fucking sword to the person's throat, you know? You're behind a keyboard. If you don't even have the balls there, holy shit. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing come through. Yeah, you see the duality? Duality. This is not real. This is the same person. Ay. By default, I could have attracted unwanted relationships. Unfortunately so. Yeah, look, what I love about this right now is I just took a double look. 17. 7 plus 1 is 8. Brings us back to the 8th placement again, house placement. 8 plus 3, 11. The 11th house placement, Aquarius, which is Uranus, which is movement, the rebel, right? It's fast movement, which is usually when people do stupid shit. I aspire, group contribution, friends, groups, goals, aspirations. Well, the spiritual way to look at this would be that that we're all the same in the sense that fuck it. I don't know. It's either you're reading or it's not. And yeah, that's what I got coming. Okay. All right. Sending 11 light. Bye.